Good day and welcome to the Dialogue Podcast, man. It's a Sunday. We've been having a good one. This week has been very crazy, man. From Pushiri to Zuma to Empty. Yeah, man. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Kind of interesting things, man. In SA, it's like every day, man, it's like a blockbuster movie type of day, man. You blink your eye, you miss out on whatever's happening here. So let's get into it. Thank you for joining me again. Please do subscribe to the channel. It does really help, get the reach out and actually get the word out and what we're trying to do here. So, as I mentioned, let's start off, man. Let's talk about Major One. So I think it's about 2 weeks now. Major One skipped the country, left all his children behind. But I don't get it, man. Like, what kind of a father leaves his children behind? There were people crying outside the courts every time he was there. Papa, 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 and Mama, and I think there was actually even a video where some of them were throwing fire, like to the Hawks car and stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting for me, how grown-ass people can act so dumb. On the updates, what happened with the story, okay, is that this past week the state actually forfeited Bushiri House because he had left and he was meant to appear in courts, and if he didn't appear in courts, they actually were going to forfeit the house. I think there was some feedback there where Pushiri was like, nah, man, I don't really care. My safety is much more important, so they can take the house. And, that got me thinking, like, Upapa left his children, houseless, and then he doesn't even, let any one of them squat in his house, and, he allows the state to take it. So that for me, it's kind of weird. So say Pushiri, the news headlines were Pushiri loses his house to the state. Yeah, so and I don't get it. You've got, I think Cyril was asked to have a comment around this, man, and Cyril was like, nah, they're not gonna comment. He's not gonna comment on it, and it's sad because the way I look at it, I think there's a responsibility for him to say something about it, because a lot of these churches, all right, they pry on desperate people, and with the economy that we've got in the moment, a lot of people are suffering and trying to make ends meet, and they fall prey to these churches that are promising miracles and all of that stuff. So I would have thought he was gonna say something. I know he's under pressure, but man, I think it's important that he has a say on that. His populace are actually suffering from this. And funny enough, while I was busy preparing myself for a show, he was having this Pushiri himself, he was having a church service online, and I'm thinking to myself, nigga, you back home, man, why don't you just have a church service in your church? And the arrogance of it, I know that he claims to be saving people and all that shit, but why can't you just save people in Malawi? I think people in Malawi need your help, and open a church there and run your shit. You don't have to be online and asking people from South Africa to send you money and shit. People are having it tough, and when you are just wanting them to give you a soft life back home. What's this about? You're a fugitive and you're not even hiding, dog. You're like chilling, you're making shows, you're on the internet, you're on YouTube running your stuff like everything is normal, and asking people to spread their hands to the TV and you want to pray for them and all this stuff. I don't know, man, that guy's got just, I don't know, his mind is warped or something wrong with him. But I just hope, man, he cares what is coming for him, and the law catches up to him somehow. All right. So yeah, man, that's on Pushiri. Another thing that happened last week, it was Umsholozi, man. Umsholozi. This is kind of funny. So Umsholozi, he goes to court last week. Oh, well, not court, to the commission. He's trying to prove that him and Zondo, like, I'm a BFF from long time, And Zondo's like, nah, nigga, we ain't friends, dog. I think Umsholozi like sent a friend request, and Uzondo's blue ticking him and shit, because he was very angry, So they went back and forth, debating if Uzondo should actually recuse himself from what was happening. Funny enough, oh, well, it's not funny, but it was so obvious, man, that Zondo was not going anywhere. And if you think about the whole story, how how they explain how friendship yabo, well, Zuma explains friendship yabo, and Zondo's like, no, man, you've never come to my events. I've never been to your events, we're not that tight. Then Zuma writes back and is like, no, man, but you remember you came to my crib and all that shit. We're chilling, and Zono's like, nah, dog, that was official business, man. I wasn't part of that stuff, I didn't come there because I was missing you or something like that. I think as well, Zuma has been asked to send through an affidavit or something like that. It's like my letters, to a commission. Now Zuma gets asked to send letters. Zuma's like, nah, dog, I'm not sending letters. Then he comes back and is like, yeah, but we're still friends. I'm sure Zono's like, dude, I asked you to write me a letter. You ain't saying shit about that, and now you wanted me to say we're friends. We're not tight like that. And then, so what happens is that Zuma ends up walking away, all right? So after Zono says, like, I'm not recusing myself, Zuma walked out. So now it's up to Zondo, which Wenzala, and, supposedly he's gonna warrants of Zuma's arrest and all of that stuff, man. I don't know, man. I think Zuma, he's just not taking this stuff seriously, man. And I think, at the end of the day, I wonder how it's gonna finish up. It's gonna be very interesting, But I think, at the end of the day, we all need some closure, man. I think the commission has cost so much money, and I'd like to know. I'd like to hear what Zuma has to say, how he got mixed up with all the stuff, that they say he got mixed up with. Yeah, man. So they must just stop with the fighting over who's friend and how long we've been friends and all the stuff, man. Zuma, just go there, man, tell the guy what you did and what you didn't do, and then let's get it over and done with, So yeah, man, that's the second part that actually came through from last week. The next story that I've got here is Java and Lady Zama. So the story is, I think you guys know about it, where Lady Zama was like, Java raped her or something like that back in the day. And the crazy thing is, no one knew that these guys were actually ever together. Well, I didn't know until like last year when Java had that one-man show, I think it's Pretoria or something like that, and then he brought out his wife, and he explains it's like his brother's wife or something like that. But anyway, he brought it out, and then the next day, then Lady Zama is like, yo, man, this nigga, raped me, and like people are like, what? And he's like, yeah, man, we used to date, but the one time he raped me. I was like, what? That's some shit we didn't know, man. So anyway, from there, it's been lawyers this and lawyers that, and Java's saying, nah, man, it's none of that. We were dating, and Lady Zama was like, yeah, we were dating, but the one night, you're looking at me funny, you touched me funny, and blah, 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 blah. So now, last week, it comes out that Lady Zama actually opened a case. The feedback from the NPA, they say the NPA threw out the rape case against Java. And I'm actually reading from Times Live here. It says, on Monday night, Sowetan reported that the NPA threw out the rape case open against Java on the grounds that they believe the facts and evidence do not support successful prosecution. When contacted by Chisalive, Java's management said they had no comment on the case being thrown out. Lady Zama and her management also did not respond to Chisalive's request for comment at the time of going to press. So, you know what, this thing, for me, it's kind of crazy because, we all don't know what happened. I think most of us only just found out, during when Lady Zama was talking and stuff, But it made me come to think, because the fallout from this story now, that the update that the case was thrown out, then I think people, there was a hashtag or something that Lady Zama must fall and Java must open a case against her and all that shit. So my thing is, the NPA is not saying, that she doesn't, that whatever happened didn't happen to her. And of course, we must respect Java, which and it might be false accusations, but the way the people were going on about it, it was kind of scary, especially for other people that might, other females that might find themselves in that predicament where, somebody that they're dating does something to them, and the NPA says there's not enough grounds to actually prosecute, because that doesn't mean that it didn't happen. All right, so that's the one thing. It doesn't mean that it didn't happen. It just means that maybe the information that they're getting through and how things were at that time, it means, they might not have good chances of actually prosecuting the case. So I would say I don't want to comment on that, but I'll say that I don't want people going in there and acting like Lady Zama lied. All right, that's not proven what she lied. What the prosecutors are saying is that we can't prosecute on the information that you're giving us, or it's going to be hard to actually prosecute successfully on the information you give us. So I don't think that people should be actually going after our Lady Zama. And you know what? It's sad because Us Java was actually talking earlier this year that he's lost gigs and it's cost him a lot of money. The situation, people were standing back, people don't want to get involved with him or hire him for anything. So it's a strange story, but I do think that, us as the public, until it's finalized, we don't know what Lady Zama's going to do now, but until it's finalized, we should maybe stand back a little bit and let this guy try and resolve it. Java shouldn't go down, Lady Zama shouldn't go down, because we don't know what happened. I just hope that it gets sorted. I mean, I think both their careers have actually been affected with this, and both of them are actually good musicians. They've been, hustling and doing their thing. So I wouldn't want it to get to a point where somebody's career ends over the story. Justice must be served. What is justice? I'm not really sure, but I think we as the public, we should just give them space to actually sort this out. So while we're on to the abuse situation, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, MT comes on to Twitter, and he starts saying that, his baby mama or wife or something like that, but they've got kids together, is busy beating him up. They beating him up, and I don't know, man. I think, I'll be honest with you, I think MT is a flipping good musician, but ever since he showed his dick on the TL, man, or on Insta, I don't know, is this guy like doing some of this extramural things on purpose? I don't know. So anyway, MT comes on and is like, man, this person is actually beating me up. I've moved out and I don't know if I'm going to be able to see my kids and all of that. And, there was also another hashtag, protect MT or something like that, And it's funny because he usually goes like acts like he's a gangster online. So I don't know why we should protect him. But anyway, he asked for protection. So the following day, the lady in question, like I said, baby mama, stroke wife, stroke girlfriend, she did a press release. I think her name is Nicole Kendall Ndevu. She did a press release and it goes like, I would like to address the false accusations made against me by Mthembeni Ndevu. That's MT. That's his government name, and if you didn't know, Mthembeni Ndevu. Firstly, the claim made by Mthembeni that I physically abused him is completely false and is a fabrication designed to attack my character. I don't know her. I don't know what character MT is trying to attack and what is he going to get out of that. And she goes on. I will no longer protect someone who is trying to destroy my life by making false accusations about me. Mthembeni is fully aware of the public platform he holds and extensive reach he has. This is a blatant attempt to tarnish my name and my family's name. The truth as to the core reason for this public fallout will be revealed in due time. I have constantly compromised myself by tolerating conflict after conflict. I have, without any consideration for myself and my aspirations, supported Mthembeni through thick and thin, irrespective of his propensity, that word, man, to attract negative publicity. I think that's a thick story. Oh, and also the falling out story while he's performing. All right. I have constantly avoided resorting to public platforms to defend myself, as this is not the first time my character has been brought into question. And in 2018, Mthembeni's parents, through a newspaper outlet, made baseless. Oh, man. But anyway, she goes on about, she's not going to say anything more because she's going to do it for and protect the kids. Anyway, that's another one. I'm not sure really what's going on there. I think most of us know that MT has been going through a tough time since he left Ambitious. You know, they took a lot and they actually made it hard for him to actually pick up the pieces. So I don't know if maybe the frustration from that is actually, you know, leading to all these fights or these things that are going on now. But all in all, you know, again, MT is a good artist, and I think we want him as the hip hop family. You know, we want him to be up on his feet and doing good music again and doing well for himself again. I know that he's working on an album, Logan, which he dropped a track list last week. So let's see what happens with that, man. But you know, this side things, you know, let's hope again that it doesn't affect him. I think the guy is trying to get a second chance at actually going and pushing for his music and for his space in the industry. So yeah, man, I think again, you know, us as the public, let's just leave it to them and let's hope. I know that MT brought it to the TL, you know, on Twitter, but I think, you know what, let's just leave it and let's see if they can sort it out. I think there's kids involved as well, so we need to really step very carefully, you know, with that. And I hope that they actually take it offline as well and just sort it out, man. Next time we see MT coming online, man, he's dropping album, you know, he's dropping singles, he's dropping good music. That's what we want, you know. We don't want this bold and the beautiful, you know, stuff going on and having comments on it and all this stuff, you know. So that's on MT. The next one is this is just on an entertainment front, man. Damn, I actually bumped into Natasha Tahane's picture on the TL as well. She's looking good, man. She's looking good. Natasha, you know, you and Unomza Mumbata, you guys are representing. So anyway, she was looking fine as hell, and you know, I don't know why I want to talk about this, but it just reminded me of there's this other guy on Twitter called Uselula _ ZA or something like that. So Uselula is one of the I don't know if you want to call them influencers or Twitter hierarchy or whatever, but he's very popular there. I think he's got like 160,000 followers or something like that. So at some stage it seemed like he and Natasha were like kind of close, and then one time when Natasha drops a picture and Cellular actually superimposes face on the t-shirt that Natasha was wearing. And then Natasha like came back and started talking about in every sentence there must be a full stop. I can't really recall what it said, but basically it was like you can put a full stop even in the middle of the sentence, you know. So while we're having fun and we're friendly with each other, you know, some things need to stop, you know, because you're going too far. And it was, I don't know, man. Loser in network, bro. I think the guy had it tough, man, because I hardly see him comment on Natasha's post, and I don't think that she wanted to be too cruel, but you know, when somebody becomes too familiar, you know, it's like a trial, that type of thing, you know, like because you were friendly and all of that. I think the guy just took it too far, and yeah, so it ended like that with a full stop in the middle of the sentence. Now you have to know that, you know, somebody's got their fucking grammar proper to actually say that as a diss, and everybody's like, whoa, shit. But anyway, yeah, man, I'll post Natasha's pic, man. She's looking good, and she's doing well for herself, especially with that Blood and River, or that program which was that they were in, man, for Netflix. It's got a second season, so that's dope, and I know she's doing other things as well, so all good for her. And yeah, that's on Natasha. So our last segment is gonna be music. During the week, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, KO dropped visuals for Lucky Star, and man, oh man, you know what? That guy is one unproblematic cat, and I appreciate him for that. He's a hard worker. You can see, you know, with the music and everything like that, hardly in scandals and all the stuff. And the visuals for Lucky Star, please do go and watch. Please do go and watch. One of the best videos to come out of SA hip hop in a long while, in a flippin' long while. It was shot in Cape Town. The setup is well done. You know, the scenery change. There's where he's in a white room wearing white. There's a scenery where he's in a drop top driving with this other chick there. The scenery with I don't know what they call them, but the bands that you have in Cape Town, you know, they I don't know what it's called. I'll put up a picture of what I'm talking about. But the guy is really, really done well. You can see a lot of effort was put into that. So please do go and check it out. It's actually quite good. Next drop on the music, man. Zinga dropped an album. So the album is called Sessions at the Crib. You know what? I don't know what was going on there. I don't know when this was done, but it was, for me, not that good. And the reason being, Zinga came back, I think it was last year or the previous year. He had a song, a good song, a flipping good song, a hit. I used to like it, Lala, alright? And that type of music, that's sort of like Afro pop with a little bit of trap, you know, I thought, because before he was Smashish or something like that, and I thought, you know, he had found his sound, you know, because he did the song very well. Now this album comes out, he's going back to like full-time rapping. I don't know, man. I just feel, you know, that he should have stuck with that sound. That sound was working. The album itself, there's some stuff that is worthwhile, you know. The first song, which was First Session, which is by himself, and the one with he collab with MT, which was, I like it as well. And I like Abolova, which is like a drill beat, but it was well done. You know, it's not like a Casper, which is copy and paste, or for Pop Smoke. It's a really, really good song. And you know what? The guy has got enough features, bro. He's got KO on Lead the Way, which is the second single. He's got MT, as I spoke about. He's got AKA on Crucial. He's got Utapsi. He's got Amanda Black. And you know, you just think, bro, like, he's got good features, but the album is average at best. I really think that he should have stuck with Lala momentum, or that Lala type of music. With the features that he has here, most of them are actually just like killing him, you know. KO did his thing, AKA did his thing, but the standout tracks for me is Abolova, Collab, and First Session. Those, Amanda Black, that her feature is actually quite good as well. So on Pick Up the Phone, so check it out. But I wasn't really too impressed, man. I think he could have given us more of what he's been doing on Lala, and it would have worked out. And Black Diamond dropped a single, Sama Yomuti. Oh, you know what? Black Diamond are on a roll, man. It's their time. They're on a roll. These boys are flipping. They've got their stuff in a row. So this song, of course, Sama Yomuti, I think it's primed for the summer season. The song is really dope. I like it. It sounds like, you know, that Banoi song where you can play it on the weddings or events, or, you know, those type of events that we have during the summer. And I think it's actually gonna do well. So yeah, man, those are the drops that I was gonna talk about. So check out KO visuals. Check out Zinga album, which is Sessions at the Crib, and Black Diamond. Salute. You guys are good, man. You guys are doing well. That's it from me. I'm going to try and post every day. Going forward, and hopefully you guys are going to like the content. I just want to get in the rhythm of actually doing it every day and posting what's happening, and all forward like that, my comments and my views and everything like that. So hopefully you guys would like it. See you tomorrow. We out.